started yesterday.
Can I see myself? Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Thank you guys for joining me. Please make sure that uh you share this and you tell a friend about this. Make sure you share and tell a friend about this. I'm so excited about this, right? Because I think that this is going to be really, really good. So make sure that you share and that you tell a friend, okay? Because I think that this is going to be really, really good. I think you're going to enjoy this. This is day 2, okay, of the 19 days of prayer. This is like day 2 of the 19 days of prayer. And I'm going to try to give everybody a little bit of time to log on, right? But while I'm waiting for folks to log on, do me a favor. Let me know in the chat who you are. I mean, and where you're from. Let me know where you're from in the chat. Let me know. I'm so excited about this. This is going to be so good. Last night was really good. I had a lot of people say that was exactly what they needed. We talked about some things that they needed to talk about, and they were really blessed by it. And trust me when I tell you, whatever I talk about, right? Whatever I talk about, it also is something that I am working through. Okay, it's also something that I'm working through. So I want to, I try to be as transparent as possible because I think it's important. I don't want to give anybody the illusion that I have got it all together and I know everything. Because you never want to be self righteous, right? You need for people to know that you're always a work in progress. Even the Bible talks about how daily we are working on our soul salvation. So daily, I'm working on some and trying to be a better human being and trying to be a better reflection of Christ. I mean, because it's a work. It's a work. And it requires a daily work, like for real, for real. Okay. So I am so glad that you guys are joining me, and I'm trying to give people a little bit more time before I actually dive in, before I dive into this. But I'm so excited that you guys are joining me. And I think, and I want this to be interactive, right? I don't want you to think that this is just me running my mouth, but I want this to be an interactive connection. I want to make sure that you're getting something from this. So, like, if you have questions that you want to ask and I can answer them, I'm going to try. Now, if you have questions that you want to ask and I can't answer them, I'd like to try to be honest and say, yeah, I don't know, right? Okay, because only a fool pretends to know everything, and I don't want to be a fool. So I encourage you, ask questions in the chat, talk to me. I want to hear from you because I think, it is important that we have dialogue, right? It's important that we have dialogue. And we're going to talk about some good stuff tonight. So while I'm giving people an opportunity to log in, I'm going to kind of give you a preface about where this idea for 19 days of prayer came from, and why this is not just important for me, but why it's also important for you all that follow me. And if you're new to my page, my name is Carolyn, and my TikTok name is Dr. Carolyn Hall. Dr. Carolyn Hall. And it's not an honorary degree. I'm a real academic. I was a college professor for about 16 years. and now I'm a college administrator, right? I'm an educator all the way through. And I'm not a pastor, I'm not a bishop, I'm not a preacher. I'm just a girl who loves God and believes in sharing what I know and encouraging somebody else. Because that's what we're all supposed to be doing as believers, right? Everybody, right? Jesus said, I made you fishers of men. He left you open because it means you all, every one of you. Okay. So I'm not doing anything special other than, just sharing my faith with you guys, because I think it's important that we grow together. We grow and go. Okay. You can have people on here talking about aliens and rocks and such. You can have believers on here talking to other people. And what I realize is, and this may be a word for somebody who, is thinking about starting a platform or thinking about speaking to people. I'll say this to you, right? And you can't hear it enough. I know you heard it before, but I'm going to reiterate it. The truth of the matter is there are over, I think it's like something like 7 billion people on the planet. Okay. There are billions of people on the planet. And no matter how big the next person is in the message that they preach or the message that they speak, because you might not be talking about the message of God, you may just be a motivational speaker. God may have just said that I have a message I want you to speak. Doesn't matter how many people are already doing it, there is somebody that is specifically supposed to hear your voice. For real, point blank period. Somebody specifically supposed to hear your voice. Okay. So stop being like, well, somebody already doing that. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. There's somebody specifically supposed to hear your voice. Okay.